In this video, you're going to learn how to use Sell the Trend shops to build your own dropshipping or e-commerce business. It's super detailed and super useful, so I would recommend watching all the way to the end. Sign up to Sell the Trend's free trial so you can follow along. Now this video is a little bit long and you might want to speed up a little bit. So you might want to try like 1.25x or maybe even 1.5x at certain points. But nonetheless, I already made a lot of edits for you and I sped it up. It was a live call and an expert at Sell the Trend was showing how to actually set up your e-commerce store step by step. So I hope you find this useful. And watch all the way to the end and let me pass it off.
So in this video, I'll primarily walk you through to each and every feature of Sell the Trend shops and tell you how you can actually utilize those features to make a great e-commerce store that generates sales. So let's get started. The first step would be to log in to Sell the Trend. So when you log in to Sell the Trend, you'll see an interface like this. So the first step would be click on the store name button over here. And then when you click on the store name button over here, so you can see a button over here that says shop settings. So just click on the shop settings button. So the interface of Sell the Trend shops is updated. So you can see that the tabs are pretty much new on the left side. So in this video, I'll primarily walk you through to the theme editor, like how you can actually manage your theme and make your e-commerce store. So the first step would be to click on the online store button over here and then click on manage themes. When you click on manage themes, you'll see an interface like this. So just click on edit theme. So when you click on edit theme, you'll see an interface like this. So since I have already have a store design, so I'll just show you what are the features and how you can actually utilize these features to your benefits. So we have got the header section over here. We have got the collection viewer over here. We have got a hero section over here, which is the banner. We have got the products list over here. We have actually got a FAQ accordion over here, and we have got a footer section over here. So I'll properly explain you what are these menus for and how you can actually use these menus to your benefits. So let me clear out these sections. So the first thing that you would want to customize on your store is the header section. The things that are displayed on the top. So this is where the header section is. So when you click on the header, you can actually enable or disable your store name. It really depends on your choice on like what you want to do. So you can enable it, and then if you want to add different menus, you can click on create a new menu, and then you can actually type in a menu name. So I'll particularly explain you what are these menus for. So these menus are actually navigation tabs that are displayed on the header section. Let's say I want to create a menu, so I just click on the plus icon over here, and then this gets populated. So let's say I want to name this menu as men's. So basically I'll show you like how you can actually create a men's clothing drop down and different kinds of drop down that you would want to use when you're selling products to your store. Okay, so let's create a menu. Okay, so now you can add a menu item right now. So what is this is basically right now you can click on men's, for example. So you can see a navigation bar at the header section. So this is basically where you can actually create drop downs. You can actually create different kind of navigation menus and to your use, and these are the features that are requested by our users a lot. These features are created on demand by the users, and it's a really highly requested feature. So I'll just explain to you what are these features for. So basically, I have created a navigation bar. So for example, if I wanna link this to, let's say, a collection page, for example, let's say a product, for example, so I can link this product to the men's menu over here. So since I don't want to do that, so let's say I clear this and I just want to add a sub menu inside this menu. So let's say I create a sub menu right now. So let's say men's clothing. I'll show you what this menu means right now. Okay, so this should go to a collection. Okay, men's clothing. Okay, cool. So right now what I can do is that I can actually set this men's clothing menu to a sub item within the men's collection. So let's see what I mean by that. So just click on the three dots over here and just click on sub item. So now you can actually see that when I hover over the men's navigation bar, So I see a different, I see a bar within that menu. So this is actually a sub menu. So these options are actually great if you want to target drop downs when you're actually trying to sell products, because this can actually give you a clear overview of how you can actually show your products to your customers. So right now you can see that when I hover over the men's navigation bar, I can see a men's clothing tab. So this is how you can actually create drop downs for your store. So let's say I want to create more menus. So I can just go and click on click on header, click on add new menu item. So when I click on that, let's say I want to add women's clothing right now. Let's say women's. So within that woman menu, I want to add a sub menu within that woman's menu. So let's say I want to target women's clothing within the women's gender. So let's say I add, so you can actually click on the add new menu item. So when you click on that, you can actually type women's clothing. So you can actually link it to a collection page. For example, I already have a women's collection page right now. So let's say this is it. Okay, so I linked it to the women's clothing collection that I already have. So just click on back. So now you can see 3 dots over here. So you can actually click on that 3 dot and you can actually set it as sub item. So now when you set it as a sub item, it has actually got embedded within that menu. So when I hover over that, you can see women's clothing and you can see the men's clothing over here. So let's say I just want to align these menus on the middle. So how would I do that? So you can actually see an option of links alignment. So I can just click on that and you can see that the menus are shifted towards the right side, which is basically in the middle. So I can click on save. So when I click on save, you can just see that you can just click on view button to see how your store actually looks. When I hover over the women's clothing section, I can see that it's actually being shown. So when I hover over the men's drop down, I can see a men's clothing menu over here. So let's click on men's clothing, for example. So you can see that this is basically the men's clothing collection page that I've already created before. This is really great because you're actually giving your customers a direction on where they have to go. So because when you simplify the overall process of creating an online store and showing your customers the way to actually go to your product page, so then you can actually make much more sales. In turns, increases your domain authority and people get to know you, people get to know more about your brand and so on. For example, let's say I hover over the women's menu item over here. So let's click on women's clothing, for instance, and you can see that these are the women's clothing collection that I've already created right now. So I'll just show you in a couple of minutes like on how you can actually add collections and incorporate them into your store. So let's go back to the theme editor. You can just delete this. When you delete this, you'll see that you don't have a drop down. This is just simply a menu. Okay. Let's say I want this drop down as well. So I want to have about us page and I want to have a contact us page, for instance. So in order to actually do that, I can just click on add new menu item over here. Let's say I want to have a contact us page, let's say, and I can link it to actually a contact page, right? Since I don't have a contact page set, I already have I'll have a shipping page, so I can set a contact us page. Let's say I have a shipping policy page. So okay, and I link this particular shipping policy menu to a page. Let's say shipping. So I've actually set the shipping policy menu to the shipping page. So whenever you need to direct a particular menu to a different page, you can go on links drop down and select your page. So let's say okay, so this is how actually you can actually create different menu items, for instance. And then if you have any questions about Sell the Trend shops, just type in the comments. I'm reviewing them. Okay, cool. Okay. And you can always since I already have a logo, so you can always go ahead and add a logo from here and just basically so just remember that your logo should be around 180 to 90 180 pixels to 90 pixels. So for example, if you want to have a logo text, let's say since the logo text wouldn't be populated because you already have a logo image, let's say I remove this. For example, I type in something. If I have a logo text, for example, I have a logo text like, let's say my store name, my logo text is Sell the Trend. So So the logo text will be populated towards the left side, which is generally not recommended, of course. So you can always just remove this and just click on the choose file and add your logo. So in this case, I already have a logo design. Okay, so this is my logo actually. This is how you can actually add a logo. And okay, so you can set different menu items over here. So because this section is really important, because you can actually make a lot of sales through this section, because this is the front facing page that the customers see, because this is where the actually customers land on your website and see the different kinds of products and different kinds of collections. Let's say so this is it with the header section. So you can always disable your store name. For instance, if you don't want the store name, you can disable it. Okay, in this case I want a store name, so I'll just leave it. You can also change your layouts if you want. Okay, cool. Let's look at the hero section. So hero section is basically where you'll add your banner photos. For instance, I have a banner photo right now, so I'll just add a banner photo. So this is the banner photo that I've added. Okay, so how you'll add a banner photo? So the process in order to add a banner image is really easy. Just click on choose file. Over here you can see the option over here. You can just click on choose file. When you click on choose file, you'll be redirected to the Windows page on your desktop, and you can just basically go ahead and add that image. So this is the banner image right now. So let's see how this looks on my website. So just click on save. After every changes you make while editing your store, just click on the save button. When you click on save button, so let me view this right now. So this is how the banner image looks like. Like I've got the logo over here, I've got the different tabs over here, I've got the store name over here, I've got the banner image over here, and I've got the products list over here, I've got the FAQ accordion over here, and basically the first section over here. Let's say I want this banner image to be redirected towards my collection page. Let's say I want to link this banner image to the women's collection page that I've just created. So for example, you can just click on the link option over here. Just click on this thing. Okay, just hang on. Okay. So this is creating a bit of problem. Really sorry with that. Okay, cool. So let's say I want to link this to a particular collection page. Let's say this page, card sheet, covers, whatever. So just click when you have actually linked this to the banner image, for example. So just click on save. Just refresh your store. So this is actually so right now I have actually created a clickable banner. So let's click on this, for example, and I'll be redirected to the collection page over here, for example. So this is basically the collection page that I've just created. So that I can actually explain you. So let's go back to the theme editor. Okay, so you can actually adopt to page width if you want. So you can actually go ahead and choose whatever you like and set features accordingly. Okay, so cool. Okay, so let's say let's discuss about the products list over here. So you can always, as you can see that you have different menus over here within the products list. You can actually go ahead and click on the menu items within the products list. You can see that you can sort your products by lowest price, for instance, and you can see the products with the lowest price. You can sort your products with the highest price as well. So this is basically, for example, if you're targeting people that have lots of money, you can actually sort your products by highest prices, so that you can, even if you get like 2 to 3 sales, also still that's a lot of money, because then you'll be able to make around like $800, $900, which is pretty good. So you can always use different techniques, different strategies in order to boost your sales. Okay, cool. So I can hide this section if I want. So let's say if I want to hide this section, I can just click on this section visibility button. So this is actually gone right now. Okay, cool. Okay. So let's say let's go to the FAQ accordion. Okay. So here you can actually create different pages which will be populated within the FAQ accordion. Since I already have one page set, which is the shipping, you can always go ahead and add new pages. I'll show you how you can actually add new pages, new collections in a bit. So stay tuned. So I just wanted to know if you guys can properly hear me. If you guys can properly hear me, just type yes in the comment section. Okay, so I think everybody can hear me properly. Cool. Okay, so this is the footer section. So let's say I want to add a couple of links to the footer section. Let's say I want to add a new column that says, let's say, and within that new column, I want to add a new link. Let's say I want to add a shipping link right now. So I can just name this link. So I can just name this link shipping. And I can just refer the shipping link to the shipping page. So I just don't want the name to be kept as column 2. You can actually go ahead and change the column name also. So let's say I want to keep this as quick links. So people can actually go ahead and choose and read like what are your shipping policies and so forth. Let's say if I have an about us page or a contact page. So let's say I want to name this as contact us, if I have a contact us page. And I can just go ahead and click on this drop down over here and then just click on the page option. So when I click on the page option, since I have already created a shipping page, I don't have any contact page right now. I'll just show you how you can actually create pages in a bit. So if you have already created a shipping a contact us page, you can actually go ahead and click that and then it will redirect to that particular page. Okay, cool. So let's say I want to add one more link. So I can just click on add new link, and let's say I want to name this as about us, and I can just link this particular drop menu to an about us page. Since I don't have about us page, you can create an about us page and link it over here. And when you create a page, the page will be populated over here in this drop down, and then you can go ahead and click on that link. So so that's it with the columns. So let's see, you also have an ability to add a newsletter section. For example, if I turn this on, I have a newsletter tab over here. So let's say I want to turn the email on. So the email icon will be populated. Let's say I want to switch on let's say I want to have a phone number. I can just go ahead and type my phone number, like whatever is it, like 0332, whatever. Right? So the phone number would be populated under the newsletter section. Let's say I want to switch on my address. Let's say my address could be anything, like test 123, whatever. Let's say enter your email, subscribe. Okay, and then if I want to switch on the social media icons in the footer section, I can just go ahead and click on this. So now you can see that I have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, email icons populated on this footer section. So this is basically the footer section. I have so let's say I want to customize and have more features. So you can always click on the plus button over here, and let's say I want to add a new collection above the banner image. So I can just click on a plus icon over here. When you click on plus icon over here, you can click on the add button. So I've clicked on the add button. So the main purpose over here when I'm creating this e-commerce store is to actually make sales. The whole purpose of Sell the Trend is basically the customers should make sales. So I have actually populated the collection page over here. So let's say I want to change the collections layout. Let's say I want to change it to this layout, for example, where the images are side by side. Okay, so let's say I want to rename this. Let's say I want to rename this to whatever collections page, let's say. And I want to add a particular collection. So in this case, I can add any collection since I already have different collections. So you can always go ahead and see whatever you like. Let's say I want to have a men's clothing collection populated. So I can just click on men's clothing, and then you'll see different products within the collection page that I've just created before populated over here. Let's say I want to just change the section title to men's clothing. I can also hide the collections tabs, so you can just see the section visibility option over here. So just click on this button, for example, and then you can see that the collection page is not being populated over here. Okay, so if you have any questions, I would really appreciate that you type in the comment section so that I can go through them and answer you. And if you guys can properly hear me, just type yes in the comment section so that I can know you guys can properly hear me. Okay, so I hope that you're getting value out of this session and how you can actually create an amazing e-commerce store that generates sales for you. Okay, let's head back. Okay, so let's say I wanna hide this collection tab over here. So just click on section visibility tab over here. So I can just click on section visibility and boom, I get this banner image. So let's say I don't even want the banner image. So I can just go back to hero section and then just click on, since you are not able to see this, 1 minute. So just click on this button over here, section visibility, and then you'll be able to see that the section banner image is not actually there. So let's bring the banner image back. Okay, cool. Okay, let's say I want to add another option under the banner image. So I can just click on the plus icon over here. So you can see that I have different options. For example, if I want a collection under the banner, I can just click on add button over here. If I want a custom HTML option, so I can just click on add button over here, and then you'll be able to see that. So then you'll be able to code and see whatever you like, and basically write a code. Like let's say I want to write anything like sell the trend or anything. You'll be able to write HTML code and basically create a different structure that whatever you like, and set the paddings and accordingly. Okay, since I don't want that, so I can just click on back. Okay, cool. So let's say I want to add a newsletter section under the banner image. So I can just click on add button over here. So when I click on add button over here, you'll see that the newsletter option has been populated. So this is the newsletter banner. So let's say I can write different. So you can see that I can write different subtitle in the newsletter. I can change the title, the newsletter title, for example, like subscribe to our newsletter and get 10% off for tomorrow. So I can just go ahead and basically change the newsletter title. If I want to change the layout of the newsletter, I can just go ahead and click on this, for instance. So you'll see that the layout for the newsletter is changed. Let's say I want to change the layout to another option. So I can just go ahead and click on this option over here. So so in total, you'll have 3 layouts for the newsletter. So this will actually help you make sales. Let's say I want to add a image for the newsletter. I can just go ahead and add an image. Let's say this could be an image. Let's say I add this image. So why I added this image is basically to make this newsletter more attractive, so that people actually, when they see this newsletter, so they go and see, oh, they like the newsletter title, they like the description, and then they might want to enter their emails. So the benefit of adding a newsletter to your store is that you can actually get your customers emails, and then you can send them email marketing promotions later on when you're targeting them, or basically whenever you have any promotions going on, you can go ahead and market them through emails. So we can go, since I don't want to have this section, so I can just go back and just delete this. Let's say I want to add let's say I want to add a collection underneath the banner image. So I can just go ahead and click on the plus button over here, and then click on add collection viewer. Let's say I want to add a women's collection. Let's say women's collection. So I can just go ahead and change the section title. So basically the whole purpose of me designing this particular store is to explain you the different features of Sell the Trend shops, and how you can actually use these features creatively to market your your store in a way that you can actually generate sales. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the comment section, and if you guys can hear me, just type yes in the comment section. Okay, cool. So I think everybody can hear me. Okay, so that's great, and I hope you're getting value out of this session, and you're not getting bored. Okay, cool. Let's say I want to redirect the women's clothing collection to a different page. So let's say I want to add women's clothing to, let's say, this. So you can see that these are the 3 images in the women's clothing section, and so you can actually go ahead and people can actually go ahead and click on this so that they can actually go to this to the product page. And so this is basically, so that's basically how you can add different menus on this home page. Let's say I want to add one more menu. Let's say I just don't want to. Let's say I want to hide this, so I can just click on the section visibility over here. Okay, so this is the product list. So let's say I want to add a newsletter underneath the product list. So I can just go ahead and click on plus icon over here, and then click on add button. Okay, so let's say, so this is our newsletter format. So this is the newsletter design. So you can go ahead and be creative and just rename the newsletter title. So this is basically where you can actually position your newsletters on the bottom, since people do not like to have people do not like to see newsletter sections on the top. So it's better that you position the newsletter option underneath the product list. Okay, so let's say I want to change this newsletter subtitle to, let's say, subscribe now to get 10% to get 30% off on your next order. Sorry. So you can be creative, and you can actually take inspiration from different stores and come up with a good creative newsletter subtitles, titles, so that you can actually get those customer emails, so that you can market them later on about your product, or send them promotional emails, etc. So if you want to change the button text, just you can change it over here, like click now, something like that. Or if you want to change the email placeholder to, let's say, so right now it's email. So let's say I want to change it to, could be now, let's say, for example, could be now, something like that. You can actually, so if you want to add an image over here, you can just click on choose file over here. Let's say I want to add an image. Let's say I have this image right now. So you can see that I've added an image to the newsletter section. Okay. So this is it for the product, the home page. So let's go to the product page right now. So let's click on the, so in order to actually go to the product page within the theme editor, you can see the bar over here, the drop down. So just go ahead and click on that drop down, and then just click on the product page option. So when you click on the product page option, you will be redirected to the product page. So if you guys can properly hear me, just type yes in the comment section. And if you like this session, then also type yes in the comment section. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the default product page. Let's say I want to customize this product page. How can I do that? Let's say I want to hide the store name, and basically just change different menus. I can go ahead and basically click on header section. So you can actually, it's really easy to actually customize a product page. For example, let's say I want to add a banner image above the product image. So I can just go ahead and click on hero and click on add. So you can see that the banner image is successfully added. So now just let's add a banner image. Let's see. Okay. So this is the banner image that I have. So I've inserted this banner image above the product image. So it's really your choice on whether you want to add a banner image on the product page. So if you want to hide this banner image, so you can just click on this option over here, and then boom, that's it. Your banner image is not being shown. So let's say I want to add a newsletter underneath this product image. So I can just go ahead and click on plus and then click on newsletter. Okay. So it's you can be creative and be very wise on how you can actually incorporate different features within your product page. So basically, newsletter is like one of them. It's because you can actually get the customer's information and you can market your products to them later on. So I have just shown you how you can actually use the newsletter. It's the same process. You can so after the live session ends, you can also check out the video. It's recorded, so that you won't have any problems using Sell the Trend Shops. So let's click on back. Okay, so you can see you might also like option over here. Let's say I wanna hide this section. I want this section to be visible, so I can just click on section visibility over here, and that's it. Now I'm not able to see that. So you can actually be creative and see what works and what doesn't. Measure the analytics within your landing page and see if customers are actually buying on this landing page format or not. So you can go ahead and customize your footer section as well. So you can just add in a newsletter also over here. You can add in your email, your phone number, your address, your social media icons, whatever is it. You can add different links also. You can add different columns, different links within that column. For example, whatever is it, like about us, contact us. So these links are really important, since whenever the people actually shop on your website, so they would want to know how they can actually contact you. For example, if they didn't get the product within the 10 days that you promised them, so how would they actually contact you? So that's the really a big factor that comes in handy. So just make sure that you include the about us link, the contact us link, the shipping policy page, the return policy page, etc. And just populate them over here. Let's say I wanna rename this to shipping policy, return policy. Let's say return policy, and different links that you can actually incorporate in your footer section. So so I've just shown you like how you can add a newsletter. For example, I want to show product. So I want to show basically a hero section over here, or let's say a custom HTML section over here. So I can just click on add over here. Let's say I just name this anything like Sell the Trend or whatever. Like you can actually create a form within the HTML code. Like you can, if you know coding, if you're familiar with coding, you can actually go ahead and incorporate the code over here, and then you'll get the form that you desire. You can do custom. Basically, you can customize your store in a very proper way. Okay, like I'll show you how you can actually add new collections, new pages. So you can just, for that you just so let's click on save right now. So let's see how our product page looks like and how our store looks like. Let's click on view. Okay, so this is how our store looks like. So I've added 3 navigation bars in the header section. I've added logo, I've added the store name, I've added a banner image, I've added a product list option over here, I've added this newsletter option over here, I've added the FAQ accordion over here, I've added the different links in the footer section. So let's see how our product page looks like. Let's say I click on this. Let's say so this is basically the product page. Let's say you can see the description, you can see the shipping page, you can see the newsletter, you can see different footers, you can see the different links inside the footer section. You can change images. So basically, you can be creative and design your store in a way that people actually purchase your product. Okay. So let's go back to the shop settings. I'll just show you very quickly how you can actually add collections and how you can add image pages. So in order to add collections, you can click on the online store tab from the left menu. When you click on the online store tab, you can just click on the collections tab over here. When you click on the collections tab over here, you can add new collection, and basically click on the collections tab. Let me repeat that. Click on the collections tab, then click on the add new collection tab, and then just rename the title to whatever you like. Let's say I want to have women's collection, women's clothing collection. I want to have different products within the women's clothing collection. Let's say I can add, so you can actually click on add products to add different products within that collection. When I add products within the collection, I can just click on save all. When I click on save all, so the women's clothing collection is added. So let's say I want to create a new page. I can click on pages from the left menu. You can go ahead and click on add new page also. And you can write, you can just write whatever you want, like about us, and you can just go ahead and write content of about us. But there's a shortcut. So when you click on OK, populate now. So this will ask you, are you sure you want to populate from best practices pages? You will be able to delete, modify the pages later. This will only populate pages that don't already exist. Okay, confirm. So you'll see that there are different pages that are populated for you. There's a track orders pages. There's an about us pages, there's a terms and condition page, there's a privacy policy page. So it's really easy to add different pages to your store.
So that was the video. I hope you found it useful. You can use the link in the description to try Sell the Trend completely for free. They have a free trial. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.